Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is a brand new channel that I've developed in order to show you stuff. Yes, stuff that I enjoy, that you enjoy, that we enjoy, things, stuff that I can show you on a regular basis that you will enjoy looking at. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's stuff you don't want to see. Maybe it's stuff you need to learn about. Maybe it's stuff that I want to show you and you're going to listen because it's YouTube and I'm going to show you things because that's what I love, and I'm going to show you what I love, and I'm going to show you stuff because that's what I do. I show you stuff. I'll tell you what. Let's start this channel off right by showing you the firsts. Yes. One of my loves, one of my all-time loves is comic books. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, comic books are one of my loves, my stuffs that I enjoy, that I want to show you. So welcome to my channel, and let's begin this wonderful channel of stuff by showing you some comic books that include number ones. So let me educate you by starting off with one of my favorites, this beautiful creature. This is Detective Comics number 298, and isn't it just beautiful? We got our Batman, our Robin, and one of my most favorite Batman characters, DC characters, Clayface. Clayface was one of the most simple characters, but I loved him to death. I'm sure you all remember seeing him in the Batman series in the 90s.
No! Hate his God! Make him stop haunting me!
This comic book is definitely not in the best of shape. It's got a staple up here in the corner. It's been written on, but sometimes the best comic books are the ones that are falling apart because they smell good and they are readable, so you don't need to be terrified of opening the darn things. So this is Detective Comics 298, the first appearance of Clayface. Isn't that just wonderful? I love it. Another comic book that we all love is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is just the greatest character, I think, in the Marvel Universe. And this is The Amazing Spider-Man number 50. This is not only an iconic cover, an iconic issue, it is also the first appearance of Kingpin. And we all know who Kingpin is. The Kingpin himself, Mr. Big Boy, Mr. Gonna kill ya if you get in his way. He is in charge of New York City, and he has a vendetta against Spider-Man. Kingpin has been in this series for a long time. This is a very sought-after comic book. This one also is not in the best of shape. However, it's good enough for me because I can read it and enjoy it when I would like to. So there you go. Amazing Spider-Man number 50. While we're talking about sought-after comic books, let's talk about one of the most sought-after comic books, especially lately. Yes, Werewolf by Night. This is number 32, first appearance of, you called it, Moon Knight. This is a wonderful issue. It's number 32, Werewolf. They are doing a little short film soon on Disney Plus regarding revolving around this this character right here, Werewolf. But it's pretty neat. You can see this one is in really rough shape. I bought it pretty cheap a long time ago, but it's already doubled in value, even though it's in really rough shape. Comic books are a lot like stocks. You know, you buy them and you buy and sell at the right time, and you can make some money. But this guy's going to stay in my collection, even though it's a little sunburned. You can see a lot of the colors worn out. and the shape is not the best, but it's still a really fun issue to have, and this is certainly sought after even in this kind of shape. So I'm pretty happy to have it. Now, let's go obscure real quick. I'm going to show you a really strange character, but I love this character for some reason, and everybody gives it a lot of grief. But I am a big fan of this character. This is, before I show it to you, if you're a Marvel fan, tell me who Lorena Dobson is. Okay? Lorena Dobson is a rich gal. She grew up rich, but she got bored. And she was obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. So, growing up, she got bored, went a little nuts. Imagine for a minute a Harlequin in a Marvel universe. That would be the one and only White Rabbit. The White Rabbit is Lorena Dobson. And as you can see, she is just hilarious. But that is a cool character. For some weird reason, I've always liked this character. It's a really strange mix between Harley Quinn and the Joker. And she's got a lot of quips and a lot of fun little gadgets and tools. And she is a Spider-Man villain. She's actually very closely follows Frogman. So she's certainly an obscure villain. She's one of those silly villains that you don't pop up very often, but she's a funny one. I like that one. So talking about firsts, let's talk about firsts that are firsts. I don't care what you say. First appearance, ladies and gentlemen, is the first appearance. You have cameos, then you got first appearances, okay? A cameo, most would tell you that a cameo is usually a small section of a comic book in which it is not a primary character within the comic book, but the character shows up, maybe a small little section of the comic book. The character is not a primary character within that issue, therefore it is not a first appearance. However, I do not agree with that. I will stand on that, and I will give you my example. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Incredible Hulk number 180. They will tell you, most people will tell you that this is the first cameo of Wolverine. Okay, Logan. This is the first cameo of Logan. However, I find this to be the first appearance. Look at this image for a minute, okay? Come on. How is that not the first appearance of Wolverine? I mean, come on. Yes, it's not a primary character within this issue, but at the end of the issue, you see a full page, or not a full page shot, but a good shot of Wolverine. That's a pretty good appearance to me, as far as I'm concerned. So there you go. Very sought after, The Incredible Hulk, number 180. Great Wendigo issue, and Wolverine does show up at the end. Another one, which is technically a cameo, that I do not agree with, is The Amazing Spider-Man number 299, right before the sought-after number 300, which is the true first appearance of Venom. However, here you go, 299, the first cameo of Venom. Again, as far as I'm concerned, this is the first appearance. I'm sorry, it just is. It's got a full page. I'm sorry, it's got a full page. This is also like number 4 or something of his cameos before his first appearance, which, I'm sorry, you can only have so many cameos before you have a first appearance in a comic book. And as far as I'm concerned, this is a heck of a huge cameo. It is a full page on the back page, and it is a great shot of Venom, Eddie Brock. So yes, this is, as far as I'm concerned, the first appearance of Venom. Beautiful. cameo, I guess you could say, is another one that's a little obscure, a little strange, but I'm a huge fan of the Rocketeer. Okay, we all remember the Rocketeer, the old school, if Captain America happened to be Iron Man kind of idea. Okay, Star Slayer #1 would be the first cameo. However, again, this has a full page. Full page ad for the Rocketeer. And it's a wonderful page. It's a beautiful, beautiful image that teases who the Rocketeer is. Sure, cameo, fine. Because the true story is not there. It's not, Rocketeer is not a character within the series. However, until #2, when Rocketeer shows up in the as a storyline. Star Slayer #1, however, shows that beautiful, beautiful image of the Rocketeer, and I'm a big fan of the Rocketeer, so this is a pretty cool issue, and I'm glad I could have got it. It's in pretty good shape. Firsts don't always have to be characters, mind you. Sometimes firsts within the comic world are artists. And one of my favorite artists is Todd McFarlane. Todd McFarlane, of course, is known for his roles in Spawn, his character Spawn, and he has a lot of firsts. Todd McFarlane worked obviously with Marvel before he worked doing his work with his own company. He worked with DC as well, and one of my favorite DC characters, of course, is Batman. We all love Batman. Well, a lot of people don't know this, but he also worked on Batman. So Todd McFarlane, it says right there, McFarlane, worked on Batman, and this is actually his first art of Batman. So there you go, isn't that beautiful? Batman 423, DC, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, that is a Todd McFarlane cover if I've ever seen one myself. Is that not Spawn in a Batman form? I mean, come on, that's beautiful. It's very, very, very Todd McFarlane. Love it. And last but not least, I do have one comic book left, and it is not so much a first as it is a obscure, strange combo of a comic book. I would consider it a first only because it is unique enough to consider a first idea, and you'll probably never see it again. This was Batman and Looney Tunes #1, probably one of my favorite Batman comic books. I'm going to come out and say that. It's very strange. I have some odd opinions. And yes, this is an amazing comic book for some reason. I loved it. It was violent, and it involved Elmer Fudd. Yes. Batman, Looney Tunes, #1, DC, Batman vs. Elmer Fudd. And yes, Elmer Fudd has his shotgun. And he is fighting Batman. And let me tell you, Elmer Fudd can hold his own. He does very well, let me just say. So there you go. That's the last one there. So this just shows you what this channel is. I love talking about stuff. I love showing stuff. And I hope you can enjoy this. I hope you would love to see me show you stuff. Some of the coolest stuff, in my opinion, is some of the weird stuff in the world. And I'm going to show you that cool stuff on a regular basis. If there's stuff that you would like to see, something within a collection that you'd like to see, something unique, books, toys, artwork, anything at all, please reach out. You let me know what you'd like to see on this channel, and I will certainly bring it forward. However, I am a huge pop culture fan. I love movies, I love junk, I love stuff that you buy from antique stores, I love old tools, weird stuff, vehicle stuff, you name it. I probably have it. Therefore, I will show you my stuff on a regular basis, and please let me know what you think on the comments below. And you have yourself a beautiful week in this beautiful world of stuff.